Hello Royals, Queen Catastrophe here, back with another game. I know, me actually having somewhat of a consistent schedule, it's unheard of. Today we are doing another dating sim type game because that's all I can afford right now. And I literally am doing this on Friday when it has to be posted on Saturday. So, let's just jump into this. This is FRIENDISM. It's basically HIVESWAP characters we haven't met yet in dating sim form. And this little, I don't know if you can actually see my mouse, but the little white person thing, that's me! I have crash landed on Alternia, I think this is. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this one's Alternia. If you don't know Homestuck, but you know HIVESWAP, this isn't gonna be that confusing. If you don't know what either of them are, good fucking luck. Let's get started. Volume 1 of Bloodthirst and Bratwurst. Yeah, I don't have the rest of them because money. You have just crash landed on a planet called Alternia and staggered from the smoldering wreckage of your ship. You are now completely alone in a strange world. Desperate for information, for provisions, and possibly a bit of medical attention. Most all, you are desperate for friendship. Won't someone on this godforsaken rock be your buddy? Any weirdo will do. You're really not that picky. Hang on, what's this now? Is someone approaching? Okay, this man, this one right here, looks good and pure, and I love him. But I have to go with the hot blue lady who looks like VRISKA. And if you don't know what VRISKA is... What? Not who. If you don't know who VRISKA is, keep it that way. We are going with probably VRISKA. Yes, someone is approaching. I'm actually gonna save that because I ain't got the best track record with these games. Yeah, someone is approaching. A strange gray-skinned alien clad in blue. Perhaps they will make for a good friend? Dear God. And just what are you supposed to be? Your stammering reply eventually conveys that you are a lost traveler who is hungry and probably in some need of medical treatment. You're also really lonely and wouldn't mind making a new friend right about now. Oh my. She is already scaring me. God, I love her and her fucking anime laugh. Oh, how funny this is. How very droll. You want to be my friend? It's too much. This thing at my doorstep wishing to know me in any capacity. The hilarity somehow escapes my ability to capture with maniacal laughter. How rare. You would apologize for your presumptuous request. You hang your head, turn around, and begin to walk away. And just where the fuck do you think you're doing? Who invited you to leave? You stop in your tracks obediently and turn to face her again. Your possibly broken ribs are throbbing in pain, but this does not strike you as the right moment to exhibit weakness. It dawns on me that we may have gotten off on the wrong saunter pad. Where are my manners? Ghastly behavior on my part. After all, it isn't your fault you seem to be some sort of hideous freak, is it? And such tragic creature cannot be held responsible for such devastating shortfall of social competence. I don't know what this voice is. I just think that she sounds like, she seems very pompous. This is my pompous voice. Is this what a pompous person sounds like? Probably. I would weep for you, really. Except that crying out of three eyes at once gets a bit messy. So instead, I think I'll be saving my tears for someone less offensively worthless. You aren't sure if she's inviting you inside, or you just got to stay a little longer so she could insult you some more? You try to remain stoic while your confrontational new friend decides what to do with you. Unfortunately, you sniffle slightly. Oh dear, you're sad? So amusing to me. Mildly endearing, even? Okay, bitch, we gotta turn down that music volume. Like, bitch, what the fuck? That music is that low, and it's still the loudest thing on my computer right now? Bitch, no thank you. Oh wait, I already read this. Perhaps I'll decide later if it's endearing, once I have more information. It's entirely possible I will retroactively decide it's disgusting. But for now, try to put yourself at ease, you completely pitiful fool. Not one more sniffle. Do you understand? You nod while practicing exemplary control over your nose. You've gotten yourself so agitated, I wonder why. You have nothing to worry about from me. Of course I will be your friend. Conditionally, I mean. There is a chance the designation will be formalized if you behave in ways I approve of, starting now. Let's call it a friendship in progress. Agreed? Your heart swells. This is what you've been waiting for. A new friend. Oh gosh. All you have to do now is try to not fuck anything up at all. Possibly for many hours. Come into my hive. This way, after me. It looks like you could use nourishment. I swear I can read. I don't know what it is that whatever you are eats, generally, but it doesn't matter. You will eat whatever it is I have on hand if I tell you to. How does that sound? How does it sound? I don't want the pretty blue lady to kill me, so I'm just gonna... Okay, probably VRISKA. Obviously it sounds good, and you will definitely enjoy it. You will enjoy everything I provide you with and tell you to do. I can't imagine any sort of negativity or disagreement coming from one of my friends. I will assume that we share this philosophy when it comes to friendship. You say yes. You say, oh yes, absolutely. You nod as enthusiastically as you can without aggravating your broken ribs. You consider giving her a thumbs up as well until you realize one of your arms is probably broken too. You try to make sure she doesn't notice though. It would probably leave a bad impression. Come with me. There's something I need your help with. You follow her into her hive. It's a bit gloomy in here. You suppose she's going to fix you something to eat soon as promised. You pass through her kitchen and out the other side to another room. Okay, you guessed dinner could wait. This way. Try not to let any of your broken limbs slow you down. A good friend wouldn't allow such trifling physical ailments to cause me any inconvenience. Okay, so you guess she does know you're injured. Fair enough. You hobble a little faster through another door into a much darker room, and now down a flight of stairs. It's hard to see. There are torches along the wall ahead. A monstrous noise rumbles. I don't like this. I am going to die here. That's what's going to happen. She is going to murder me. But your bitch is thirsty. For friendship. Don't mind her. She's just hungry. She's always hungry, though. What's that? You're hungry, too? I have not forgotten. What sort of piece of shit friend do you take me for? You didn't remind her that you're hungry. You thought it, though. Can she read your mind? You hope not. That's going to make this friendship in progress a bit awkward. Here we are. This is where you will be most useful to me as a Friend, I swear I can read normally. You look around with a sense of relief. You see no sign of whatever hungry thing was grumbling down there. You are less relieved to see several other kids trapped in cages of various shape and size. One of them makes eye contact with you. The boy is the same kind of alien as her. Horns and all. He has a dark red symbol on his shirt, and his expression seems to plead with you. He struggles to say, help, but your new friend looks unamused, twitching her finger. Helplo, he says. Helplo, by which I mean hello, of course. Looks like you're the new friend of progress chosen by the great and beautiful Ardata. She's my savior and my reason for being. I am nothing without her. I'd hollow myself out and let her make a nest inside of me if she'd permit it. You turn away from this boy. You don't want to hear anything he has to say ever again. Don't mind him. He's always regarded himself as a comedian. Come, over here. This is what I need your help with, if you're going to have any value to me as a friend. You're led to a dank corner of this, well, you're going to call it like you see it, this dungeon. Your new friend has a dungeon full of sad, suffering children, and presumably a monster lurking somewhere in here as well. It's not ideal. Then again, social beggars like you can't be choosers. I've been having an awful time with it. You can do it for me. It'll save me some time. You look at the thing in question. You doubt she's been having an awful time with it. You doubt this because it's still in the box, looking completely untouched since it was brought down here. It's a box containing a table. A table that looks ominously like it was designed to strap a person to its surface. I know I didn't read that right. I don't care. What the fuck, child? What are you doing? I honestly, shit you not, know nothing about these characters. I've seen the troll call, yes, but I didn't pay enough attention to the VRISKA character. I don't know why. Probably because I'm still a Homestuck slut who was more infatuated with Homestuck than I am with HIVESWAP. But is that gonna stop me from finishing this damn walkthrough? No. Hold on a second. Okay. It's a box containing a table? Oh wait, I already read that. I will need you to assemble it. Here's a screwdriver in case you need it. I will assume the other required tools are contained within the box. You take the screwdriver with your non-broken arm. This isn't exactly what you had in mind. You don't know what you had in mind, really. A warm meal and friendly banter? Perhaps a sling for your arm and a remedial balm for your ribs? Still, you open the box without protest. Hold on, before you start, this will make for excellent content. Is she a fucking YouTuber? Or whatever. Irony! At its finest, except I don't torture people for YouTube. Thank you. She sets up a video recording device on a tripod and points it at you. A video feed comes to life on several monitors just behind you. You see in one corner of a screen an unflattering angle of your torso hunched over the furniture box. The other rectangles contain shots of the other kids in cages around the room. You suppose cameras are pointing at them too. I cannot hear myself talk. You had no idea this friendship came with the perk of instant stardom. And now you may begin. She's suddenly sitting in a comfortable looking chair facing you, holding a chalice, swishing around some viscous liquid it contains. You have all the parts spread out on the floor and organized according to their labels in the instructions. You try to remember the last time you assembled something like this. You don't recall enjoying it. To be perfectly honest, this doesn't look like it will be fun at all. She frowns conspicuously. Oh, how sad for you. I'm sorry. Is this activity not to your liking? You reassure her vigorously that no, it actually looks amazing. You love shit like this. It's what you were born for, you say as you swoosh the screwdriver around. demonstrating your plainly evident skill with the tool? Because I know how to build shit. Forget the thing you just thought. Completely arbitrary and wrong thoughts pop into your head. Pop into your head all the time. It meant nothing, you swear. Yes, I hear that a lot. Continue. You open the little bag full of screws. Jesus, there are like 50 screws to this thing. Where could most of these screws possibly even go? Judging from the picture, the table really doesn't seem that complicated. You look at the screwdriver and study the screws. Every single one requires an Allen wrench. Does this even come with an Allen wrench? Does this even come with an Allen wrench? The instructions seem to suggest it does. You look around but don't see one. Did you open the bag too forcefully? Did the Allen wrench go bouncing off? I can't read! Bouncing off into a dark dungeon crevice nearby? Maybe you lost some of the screws too. Damn it. You begin to sweat and look around nervously. You check underneath one of the parts. No, it's not under there. You grip the screwdriver a little tighter. You wonder what to do next. Oh, I'm gonna save real quick. I don't trust the shit out of this. We are getting the hell out of here. First you clear your head and try to think innocent thoughts. Fluffy clouds in the sky. Ironing some clothes. A winning touchdown pass from the sports. Artada's long black hair spilling over her cloak. Wait. Those are not innocent thoughts. Shut it down. Shut it down. I swear. I'm gay. I can't help that. There's no time for thinking. You have to act. You hurl the screwdriver at her and run. She calmly lifts a hand towards one of the kids in the cages. The kid tenses up and lifts a hand in the direction of the screwdriver. The screwdriver freezes mid-air right in front of Artada's head. You run up the stairs. She twitches a finger. The caged kid does a full-body spasm and the screwdriver goes sailing towards you. It stabs deep into your leg. You buckle over, tumbling backwards down the stairs. God damn it, stairs! It's always the fucking stairs. You're crumpled at a heap at the bottom of the stairs, bleeding, and you think your arm is broken in 2 places now. That didn't seem very friendly to me. Luckily for you, I'm very determined to make relationships work. Even ones with people who flee simple furniture assembly projects. She stands over you. You attempt to pull the screwdriver out of your leg, but your entire body locks up. You can't move. She holds an outstretched hand just above you. You shouldn't try to move yet. And you certainly shouldn't try to pull that screwdriver out. You'll get blood everywhere. To my 3 little eyes, under the present conditions, it seems to me that only one of us should attempt walking up these stairs. You feel relieved. Perhaps she has some alien means of levitating you up the stairs? Wait, no. Your body's tensing up again. It's moving without your permission. You get to your feet without taking the screwdriver out. Wow, that hurts. Wait, what is she making you... Wait, what? She can't be. Ah, she's very close to the screen. I don't like this. Bad touch. You use both of your arms and all your strength and pick her up entirely. The pain from your arm is excruciating. Arms with broken bones are not meant for heavy lifting. The additional weight on your wounded leg isn't great either. You hold her as a groom would hold a bride. She wraps her arms around your neck to hang on to you in what strikes you as in an overly familiar manner. She looks directly into your eyes and grins. This is better. Now onward and upwards, new friend. Your leg begins to operate without your consent. They wobble and struggle under the weight. The wound throbs. You lumber back up the long flight of stairs, carrying her all the way. You take her back to the kitchen and set her down in a chair seated at a table. You didn't think I'd forget about dinner time, did you? Let's put your unfriendly behavior behind us. It's a good thing to you that I'm benevolent enough to overlook this disgusting acts of betrayal. You may have noticed I keep several friends in my hive who I have similarly forgiven. Consider the transgression blood beneath the abattoir. You exhale. Now that she mentions it, yes, you are hungry. Maybe a warm meal will lift your spirits and get this heretofore turbulent friendship back on track. Maybe you'll even get the chance to pull the screwdriver out of your leg. You pull up a chair and attempt to sit down, but your legs lock up and you stand again. Apparently this was not the right thing to do. Oh, but why are you sitting? There's cooking to be done. You stagger mechanically over to the fridge and open it. You pull out a large hunk of some sort of alien mystery meat and put it on the counter. With your broken arm, you reach in anguish for big dangling meat cleaver. You chop the hawk, wincing with each swing of the cleaver. You place the sliced meat in a frying pan, sear it lightly, and serve it on a plate, very rare, just the way your new friend likes it. You didn't know that's the way she likes it, but you surmise this is what she prefers in a big piece of meat, since technically she is the one doing the cooking. You put it on the table in front of her, along with a fork and a knife beside it. Your muscles relax, and as you are apparently allowed to control your own body again. She does nothing except for look at you with a pleased expression. You eye the meat in front of her, the meat on the counter, and the chair on the other side of the table. What should you do? Prepare a plate for yourself? Is this what she wants you to do? Well, it looks like you're confused. Isn't it obvious what to do next under your own volition? A good friend would know what to do. In fact, I don't think a good friend would take nearly as long to decide what the right thing to do next is. It actually seems to me that a very rude friend would hesitate for as long as you are hesitating. Or perhaps someone who is not a friend at all. You begin to sweat again. You clearly don't have much time to make up your mind. If you wait for even a few seconds longer, you will probably be guilty of being a bad friend. Maybe even a dreadful one. There's not the type of person you like to think you are. What will you do? Feed her. Oh, there was only one option. That made it easy for me. This feels like the only obvious thing to do. She's looking up at you quite expectantly. You reach for the fork with... Fuck! You, bug. You reach for the fork with your good arm. You go for the knife with your other. Ow. You can't do it. This arm is much less serviceable when the muscles are not being forced via psychic override to discard the pain response. Nevertheless, she looks at you patiently and smiles. That's nice of her, you think, not to be mad about it. You feel like you're growing closer to your new friend by the minute. I should have picked the other guy. You put the fork down and pick up the knife with your good arm. You cut the meat into several pieces with a careful sawing motion. You put the knife down and pick up the fork and stab a piece. You put it close to her mouth and she seems pleased. Not very good. Nice technique. Well-sized morsels, too. She chews the meat with excellent form. She has very good table manners, you think. When she finishes the pieces, you slice off some more and continue. The meat looks very good. Your mouth is watering, but she doesn't offer any. Oh well, when it's the right time for you to eat too, you're sure she will let you know. I am already almost at 30 minutes with this. The meal is finished. There is no more meat, except for a few pieces of unchewable gristle, which you did not try to feed her. That would be thoughtless. Very bad service. She reclines and steeples her fingers, looking quite pleased with how the evening has gone so far. You aren't sure why she's laughing. Did you do something funny? Oh my! What a fool. You point at yourself, wondering if she's referring to you. You don't know what you've done that was foolish, if so. You're also not sure what she finds so amusing. She pauses her laughter for a minute or two, then slowly begins to frown. A faint blue tear rolls down from her cheek from her bottom eye. The truth is, I don't even know why I'm laughing. This isn't very funny what's happening here. It was a good dinner. You did a good job, whatever you are. She puts her face in both hands and sobs quietly. You have no idea what to do about this. You stand there, still holding the fork, feeling a bit useless. There is a lot of pressure, you know, being so respected and admired for your high status in this world. I didn't ask for this, to be superior to so many. Much is expected of you. Much is presumed about what your personality will be before you even develop one. You work hard and you build a brand based only on what you think people assume you should be like. Sometimes I wonder, Am I even that good at being sinister? Could I be more sinister if I tried harder? Maybe this is not my true calling at all. You begin to offer words of sympathy. This seems heartbreaking to you. Your poor friend. But your jaw muscles contract and your mouth shuts involuntarily. You guess it's not your turn to speak yet? Okay, that works for you. You like to be a good listener for your friends. But what would happen if I changed my brand? If I stopped being so sinister online? My friends and followers will deride me and reject me. My superiors will eat me alive. If I show weakness, if I scale back on my bloodthirsty content, will I incur the scorn of a wise-ass clown with 100 million subscribers? I can't comment on that one because it would be way too mean. Will I be in a cage someday, listening to a fucking fool honk his horn for likes? No, I must persist. How lonely it is to know this is all I can do until the day I leave this planet. I have no material or sensory comforts left for me here. Until I can get on a ship and fly away, pain is my only solace. Your hand holding, I am stuttering because I'm terrified of what's going to happen next. Holding the fork grips it tighter. You're horrified to realize what is in the process of doing. You bring it down hard on her hand, which is placed flat on the table. She doesn't flinch or react in any way. 3 trails of I know how to say this word. Cerulean blood flow from the tines where they pierce her skin. What the fuck is going on? Did I just stab her? Did she just make me stab her? That wasn't friendly, you think, but then you weren't the one who did it, were you? You're so confused. My subscribers are not real friends. They adore me only for my sinister content, the show I provide, my wicked, infectious laughter. I get jealous of them sometimes, because they get to watch my content. It must be thrilling, I think, but maybe I'm jealous of them because they get to be people who aren't me. This is fucking deep, I know. Apologies if you cannot relate. She pulls the fork out of her hand and lays it gently on the plate of gristle you didn't feed her. The people downstairs in their cages aren't my friends either. They act like they're my friends though, and sometimes I even believe it. But they don't really want to be friends with me. Nobody does. Oh! I want to be your friend. The only person who has ever really wanted to be my friend, who's ever tried to be, is you? You clear your throat and point to yourself innocently. That's it. I've decided. You have passed the test. You will become my friend officially. As such, I think a reward is in order. You are overjoyed. Your heart starts racing. You can't believe it. A new real friend. But you don't have much time to enjoy this achievement. Your body is doing something again. You bend down in a strained motion and pick up the plate and fork. You position the plate over your wide open mouth and scrape all the remaining gristle and begin chewing. It's virtually inedible. Your mouth humors the act of chewing it for 2 seconds, and then you swallow all of it whole in one painful gulp. Tastes like friendship! I did it? Is that it? Did I do it? Well, that was one of the endings of I don't know how many of Friendism. That was a clusterfuck and a half, but I hope you enjoyed it, because I will probably play it again at some point with each of the characters, if I can get off my ass enough to do it. Anyway, I'm already hitting 30 minutes and I have other things to do. So, thank you guys so much for watching. If you liked, like, comment, subscribe, suggest things. I'm tired as fuck. I want to take a nap, but I can't. I have things to do. Have a good one, guys. I love you, and the Queen is out.